world was loud, the world was fast. The storm I thought would always last. I ran and ran some more, never finding solid floor. Then I found you, and something shifted. The noise and chaos simply lifted. In your arms the silence grew, the only peace I ever knew. And everywhere I went, I knew the only quiet place was you. You were my only peace, the place where all the noise would cease. You were my only calm, the shelter in the storm, the balm. In a world that never stops, you were where my heart could drop. You were my only peace, and now the noise has never ceased. You were my only peace. Now you're gone and the world is back. The noise, the rush, the endless trap. Every sound is amplified, every moment multiplied. I search for quiet, search for still, but nothing fits, nothing will, because I learned too late to true. The only peace I had was you. In every quiet place I find is missing you is just unkind. You were my only peace, a place where all the noise would cease. You were my only calm, the shelter in the storm, the balm. In a world that never stops, you were where my heart could drop. You were my only peace, and now the noise has never ceased. You were my only peace. But he should think the peace was place, a quiet room, a gentle space. But now I know it was a person, the only cure for what was worse. And without you, the world is loud, a never-ending rushing crowd. And I'm just standing in the sound with no peace to be found. And you were my only peace. I finally see peace was never a place, it was thee. And now you're gone and I'm alone, with noise that's made of stone. You were my only peace, and that's the truth, the quiet refuge of my youth. I'll search the world, I'll search the years, but I'll never find the quiet here. You were my only peace, you were my only peace. The sun goes down, the world gets quiet, and the night begins its ride. And not of sound, but of the past, echoes that are built to last. Every corner of this room holds a ghost, holds a tomb of conversations we once had, of good times and of bad. And in the silence I can't hear everything I used to hold dear. Nice old echoes of us In every shadow, every hush, I hear you laugh, I hear your sigh. In the quiet of the sky, nights hold echoes of us. In the darkness, in the dust, every whisper, every sound is a memory unbound. Nights hold echoes of life. I hear you in the kitchen sink, the clink of glass, the pause, the think. I hear you when the floorboards creak, the way you move, the way you speak. I hear you in the ticking clock, the endless time, the endless walk. Every sound the night can make is a memory I can't share. Every echo that I hear brings you closer, brings you near. The full echoes of us. In every shadow, every hush, I hear you laugh, I hear your sigh. In the quiet of the sky, nights hold echoes of us. In the darkness, in the dust, every whisper, every sound is a memory unbound. Nights hold echoes of us. I used to fear the quiet night, the absence of sound, the absence of light. But now I know it's not alone. It's filled with echoes of our own. Every word we ever said is living in the night instead. And I am not alone at all. I'm surrounded by your call. And nights hold echoes of us. I finally see the darkness isn't empty, it's just free to hold what we once were. And every echo that occurs, and that's okay. They keep you with me night and day. And though you're gone, you're never far. You're in every echo, every star. Nights hold echoes of us. We build our love on quiet things, on promises and whisper strings. I'll never leave, you said so low. I barely heard you, but I know I'll always stay. I breathed back then. The quiet is the vows we paid. And in that hush we thought we'd found a love that knew no breaking sound. But every word we didn't sound held a quiet grace in that love cracked under quiet promises. The ones we barely heard. Love cracked under quiet promises, broken by the softest word. No slam, no shout, no fire, no fight, just a gentle death of life. Love cracked under quiet promises, and we never made a sound. Love cracked under quiet promises, as our world fell to the door. I remember the last promise made, so quietly it almost frayed. We'll be fine, you whisper low, the quietest way to let love go. And in that hush I felt the shift, the slow and gentle fatal rift, the crack that started long before, reaching through the silent door, and every promise left unsaid was another crack ahead. Love cracked under quiet promises, the ones we barely heard. Love cracked under quiet promises, broken by the softest word. No slam, no shout, no fire, no fight, just a gentle death of love. Love cracked under quiet promises, and we never made a sound. Love cracked under quiet promises, as our world fell to the ground. I used to think the quiet was kind, that gentle words would always bind. But now I see the silence breaks in ways that nothing else can make. Each quiet promise was a fall, a crack in the foundational vault. And when the weight became too much, we crumbled at the slightest touch. And love cracked under quiet promises. I finally see the quietest words were never free. They held the weight of all we feared, and when they broke, they disappeared. Love cracked under quiet promises, and that's okay. Learn to speak a louder way, for that love for what we were. I'll always mourn the quiet hurt. Love cracked under quiet promises. See your shadow in the window glass, where city lights blur into blue. Every corner holds a moment that still belongs to you. Your laughter used to fill the air, like music I could never lose. Now the echoes fall like distant stars across these lonely avenues. Thought the time would heal the space you left inside my chest, but every beat reminds me how love can fail its test. I try to let the memories fade, but they keep pulling me your way. I'm still broken over you, like a melody that can't move on. Every note I try to sing still sounds like our old song. The violin cries in the dark tonight, every echo feels so true. I'm still broken over you. The midnight sky is painted gray, with all the words we couldn't say. I trace your name in fading light, and watch it drift away. The rhythm of the city slows, as if it fills my heart. Every step I take alone still leads back to the start. try to drown the sound of you in crowded rooms and neon glow. But love is louder in the quiet than any noise I know. Your ghost still lingers in my mind, in every chord I leave behind. I'm still broken over you, like a record spinning slow. Every line of every verse is something you should know. The violin weaves through every beat, every memory shining through. I'm still broken over you. Maybe someday time will teach me how to let your shadow go. But tonight the past surrounds me like a familiar echo. Love doesn't vanish in a moment, it lingers like a tune. And every quiet heartbeat still sings of you. I'm still broken over you, though the world keeps moving on. Every dream I try to build still feels like it's half gone. The violin fades into the dawn, but the truth still echoes through. I'm still broken over you. I'm still broken over you. The room is still, but my heart keeps talking. Every memory slowly walking back through doors I tried to close, through every night that no one knows. Your laughter used to fill the silence like a melody I could believe in. Now every corner of this place feels colder than the air I breathe in. Your picture is beside my bed, where dreams and lonely thoughts collide. I turn away, but every shadow still reminds me you're not by my side. I thought that quiet meant some peace, but it only brought your memory back to me. Your absence feels too loud tonight, like thunder in a silent sky. Every heartbeat calls your name, even when I try not to cry. The violin keeps singing low, a lonely echo in the dark. Your absence feels too loud tonight, and it's tearing through my heart. The city lights blow through my window like tears I never let you see. I play a song in slow motion, hoping you'll come back to me. Every chord feels soft but heavy, like words I never got to say. Oh, love was gentle in your hands, but slowly slipped away. I hear your voice in quiet moments between the beats of my regret. If love could turn the hands of time, maybe we'd still be here. Oh, the silence carries everything that I was always scared to see. Your absence feels too loud tonight, like thunder in a silent sky. Every heart If I could send this melody across the distance we became, I let the violin tell you my heart still whispers your name. Your absence feels too loud tonight, like waves against an empty shore. Every dream still holds your shadow, even though you're here no more. The music fades, but I still feel the echo of what we once knew. Your absence feels too loud tonight, because I'm still loving you.
Catch myself starting to speak, turning to where you be this week. I have things to tell you, things to say, from the events of my day. And for a moment you are there, listening with that familiar care. Then I remember and I stop. The conversation has to drop, and every word I don't complete echoes down an empty street. I hold empty conversations now, talking to the wall somehow. I tell you things, I ask you how, but there's no answer, not a sound. I hold empty conversations now. In the quiet I take a bow to a love that used to be, to a voice that once answered me. I hold empty conversations now. I told you that I got that job, I told you about the angry mom, I told you that your favorite show has a new season, did you know? I told you that I miss your laugh, I told you I'm just half in the silence, empty way. That's all I get, that's all that's there. And every story that I tell dies inside this empty well. I hold empty conversations now, talking to the wall somehow. I tell you things, I ask you how, but there's no answer, not a sound. I hold empty conversations now. In the quiet I take a bow to a love that used to be, to a voice that once answered me. I hold empty conversations now. Talking away was a sign of my despair, but now I find it's all I have, the only way to feel not happy. I speak your name into the night, hoping somehow you might hear me from wherever you are. My one-way silent star. And I hold empty conversations now. I finally see these words are just for me, a way to keep you in my day, a way to have you stay. I hold empty conversations now, and that's okay. I'll talk to you any, and though you'll never answer back, I'll keep our conversations like I hold empty conversations.
gentle rain, softly falling, easing pain. But underneath the quiet mist, a power I couldn't resist. You held me in your peaceful eye, while winds were raging, clouds would cry. And I was safe, and I was thrown in a weather I'd never known. And every time you held me close, I felt both the calm and the most. You were my calm storm, the shelter and the warmth. You were my gentle rage, the turning of the page. You were my quiet thunder, the peace I couldn't plunder. You were my calm storm, safe in the perform. You were my calm storm. You were my calm storm. I rest my head upon your chest and feel the quiet and the unrest. A heart that beat both slow and fast, a love that was built to last. But storms must move and calms must break, and somewhere along we lost the tape. The weather changed, the skies grew gray, and you were miles away. Memory I hold is rose, the warmth and the cold. You were my calm storm, the shelter and the warmth. You were my gentle rage, the turning of the page. You were my quiet thunder, peace I couldn't plunder. You were my calm storm, the safe and the perform. You were my calm storm. You were my calm storm. I miss the way you'd hold me tight in the stillness of the night. Well, somewhere deep inside you'd rage a storm upon a different page. You were a paradox, a gray, a smile upon a worried face. And I loved you in the calm, and I loved you in the qualm. You were my calm storm. I felt the sea, felt what I thought was the key. You taught me how to hold both things, the peace I couldn't plunder. You were my calm storm, and that's okay. You shape my weather every day. And though you passed on through, I'll always be grateful for you. You were my calm storm. It wasn't a door that slammed one night, wasn't a scream, wasn't a fight. It was the quiet way you turned, a lesson I would never learn. It was the space between our hands, the distance no one understands. It was the words we didn't say that slowly took you away. And every day a little piece of you and me would slowly cease. I lost you slowly inside, when no one saw where I would hide, in the chambers of my chest, where the heart could find no
I lost you slowly inside, where no one saw where I would hide. In the chambers of my chest, where the heart could find no rest. I lost you slowly inside, a gradual internal tide. Not a moment, not a day, just a quiet, slow decay. I lost you slowly inside. I used to think that love would end with something I could comprehend. A fight, a word, a closing door, something to hold on to before. But love just faded from within, a quiet, slow, internal wind. For time, for change, for growing old. A story slowly told. I watched you leave from the inside out. The quietest kind of doubt. You were here, then you were not. A battle that I fought and fought, but you can't fight what you can't see. The slow internal leaving me, and now I'm here alone inside, with nowhere left to hide. And I lost you slowly inside. I finally see the slowest losses are the ones that set you free. Now with anger, good, now with pain, just with the soft and silent rain. I lost you slowly inside, and that's okay. I'll carry the quiet with me every day. A love that faded from within, the story of a slow internal end. I lost you slowly inside.
We used to dance in quiet rooms, where time moved gently through the air. Your laughter drifting like a melody, I thought would always linger there. Every promise felt like forever, every touch a sacred flame. But somewhere in the silent distance, our hearts forgot the way. Still I keep the light on low, like you might walk through the door again. 1,000 memories in every shadow, 1,000 songs within my pen. Maybe love bends but never breaks. Maybe hearts just lose their way. Still believe in us tonight, through the quiet and the doubt, through the echoes of goodbye and the words we left without. Every tear, every scar still leaves my heart to where you are. Still believe in us tonight, even if you're far. The violin cries like a distant sky, soft and trembling in the dark. Every note pulls me closer to the rhythm of your heart. streets remembering the way your hand held mine. Two souls drifting through the night, believing love was time. Now the silence speaks between us, but hope still breathes inside my chest, like a fragile light in winter that refuses to forget. Maybe love hides in the space we fear, waiting quietly to reappear. I still believe in us tonight, through the quiet and the doubt, through the echoes of goodbye and the words we left without. Every tear, every scar still leads my heart to where you are. Still believe in us tonight, even if you're far. Your fate is just a fragile road that leaves our hearts apart. And somewhere past the broken lines, there's a map inside my heart. And if tomorrow brings you back, through the silence and the blue, you'll find the door still open and a song waiting for you. I still believe in us tonight, though the stars feel far away, though the night is filled with shadows and the sky has lost its gray. Every breath, every dream still carries what we used to be. I still believe in us tonight. Maybe you still believe in me. I used to know which way to go. You were my north, my compass, my glow. Every turn, every street led me back to you complete. But now the signs are all erased, the landmarks I once knew to face. And I'm standing in the grave, not knowing night from day. And every path I try to take is just another mistake. I lost my way alone, without you as my stone. Every road leads back to nowhere, every step is just more air. I lost my way alone, the map I had is overthrown. I'm wandering in the wild, the lost and lonely child. I lost my way alone. I drive the streets we used to know, hoping something will show, but they're just asphalt and lines without your hand in mine. I walk the paths we used to walk, but there's nothing there to talk, just echoes of a voice that left me with no choice. In every direction I pursue just leads me back to losing you. I lost my way alone, without you as my stone. Every road leads back to nowhere. could find my way back with just my mind. But minds get lost when hearts are gone, and I've been wandering since dawn. I don't know left from right, I don't know dark from light. I just know you're not here, and the path is nowhere near. And I lost my way alone. I finally see, maybe being lost is how I'll be free. Maybe there's no map to find, just the wandering of my mind. I lost my way alone, and that's okay. I'll find a new path day by day. And though you're not here through guide, I'll walk forward, step inside. I lost my way alone. It's funny what the mind holds on to. After all this time, after all we've been through. Not the words, not the fights, not the long and lonely nights. It's the way the light will catch your face, the way your eyes will disappear when joy will bring you near. And everything is fades to gray when I think about that day. And everything else fades to gray when I think about that day. I remember how you smiled, like a forgiving, happy child. I remember how you smiled, and for a moment nothing was wild. The world stood still, the noise would cease, and I was wrapped in perfect peace. I remember how you smiled, the sweetest memory undefiled. I've tried to find it other places, in other eyes and other faces, but no one smiles quite like you did. No one lifts the clouds and lifts the lid. It was more than just a curve of lips, it was a song that never dips. It was a language all its own, the kindest thing I've ever known. And every time I close my eyes, I see it there against the skies. I remember how we shone, but with a deep and happy child. I remember how you smiled, and for a moment nothing was wild. The world stood still, the noise would cease, and I was wrapped in perfect peace. I remember how you smiled, sweetest memory undefiled. I used to think the memories fade, the time would dull the gray, but your smile is etched so deep, a promise that time can't keep. It's with me when I wake at night,
dance with me in the morning light. The only thing that's ever stayed, the only debt I've never paid. And I remember how you smile. I finally see that smile was always part of me. Not just yours, not just a moment, but a light I've always known. I remember how you smiled, and that's okay. It lights my darkest day, and though you're gone, smiles fade.